Hey everybody, welcome back to the channel. Today's video, I'm going to go over actually a question that a friend of mine actually called me the day after watching my videos and asked me, hey, I want to do videos for YouTube. And I've been meaning to do this video for actually quite a while because I've had a lot of people ask this, and just having him ask me just before the weekend made me really think I might as well, let's get this thing done. So the question is, I want to start doing videos. I want to make videos for work, start to market, or I want to start a YouTube channel. How do I start? What's I guess the first question a lot of people ask is, hey, I need a really good camera. What's the best camera for setting up a YouTube channel and a vlog? So my answer to that is you probably don't need to spend any money on a camera because you already probably have a mobile phone. So any phone, basically, if you have a phone within the last 4 or 5 years even, it's going to be perfectly fine for starting out your channel. But what there's a few ways to use your phone and to improve your channel with some other accessories that will help your channel come along and be a lot better. Now the camera on this is a Samsung phone. This is about 2 years old now, but any of the iPhones or Samsungs within the last few years, perfect for video. But here's my tips on how to kind of improve your channel with using these. I started out my YouTube channel using with my Samsung phone. And so before you're using that, you don't need to upgrade to like a DSLR camera. I film a lot of the videos with this is a Sony a7 II. And then I also film, which I'm filming on right now, is a Fujifilm Xt4 brand new camera. It has some more features definitely, but you don't need to spend a fortune on a fancy camera for videos. I think most people won't even be able to tell the difference in a lot of the quality of your videos visually between a phone and a fancy camera. Where they are going to notice a difference is in the sound quality. So what you really want to do is, if you're starting out, you're using your phone, first thing you want to do is invest in a decent external type of microphone. So there's a few options that you can do. You don't need to spend a fortune on a whole microphone setup with a boom mic and all that kind of stuff. What I recommend starting out with is, I will drop some links down in the description below of everything I kind of talk about here, but what I would recommend starting out with is you can get a wired lavalier microphone that you can clip on your shirt, run to a wire into your phone with all the adapter, and that will cost you maybe $25, $30 Canadian. You don't need to spend $100 on a fancy microphone. If you're planning on doing a bit of possibly like vlogging, walking around, that kind of stuff, you may want to invest in a wireless type microphone. I've got one on here. It's the Rode Wireless Go. I find it handy if you're moving around a little bit more. You can be a bit farther away from the camera and you're just not having to worry about the cord. But in general, the quality between this and a wired microphone, you won't be able to tell the difference. So don't spend a ton of money. These are obviously more expensive. Starting out, get a wired microphone, just as good. It's going to improve your sound dramatically, and that's kind of what I recommend doing. If you want to go up and then spend a little bit more money, you can buy a wireless one or a fancier wired microphone if that's the route you want to go after you started using it. But don't break the bank on that. Another thing that you would want to make sure you have, if you're walking around, obviously you're going to be probably holding your camera. That's fine. Actually, a friend of mine has a channel. I will link it below. Freddie, his channel is Freddie Got Furloughed. He goes around and does hikes locally where he lives, and he is just holding his phone. I'm pretty sure he uses an iPhone. And for the microphone, if you have an iPhone, you probably have the headphones with the cord, and a lot of times they have a microphone on the cord, and it works pretty good. It's a little bit not quite as good if it's really windy. You do want to kind of have a separate lavalier microphone with a wind guard, but it works great. But the next thing you do want to get, if you're sitting in front of your desk like I am here, I've got my camera on a tripod, and you'll definitely want to have your phone on a tripod where it is more stable. You can either kind of prop it up, jerry rig it on something, but what I recommend here, and I've got one here, I've got it already kind of plugged in, I'll show you. This is a light. This is a ring light, but it's also on a tripod that you can extend. It's not going to be able to show the best in the camera here, but basically what it is, there's a ring light that I can turn on and off for some extra light if I have this on my desk facing towards me. But the best part is there's a little clip in here that I can actually clip the iPhone on. So if I have it on my desk, I can go and you can clip your mobile phone on that. And if you have it set up with the front facing camera, you can actually see the screen of yourself. The camera quality usually not quite as good on the front facing camera, but more than adequate, so you don't have to worry about that. So that's kind of the best thing to get. You can also get little smaller tripod attachments for your phone that come on. This is a Manfrotto. This has a little adapter that can screw on that you can put your mobile phone on as well, but obviously no ring light. It's kind of nice. The best kind of suggestion I have is when you're buying something and if you're starting to film videos, is to have this set up as easy as possible, because if you have too much stuff that you have to set up all the time, you won't film videos. So for example, in my my little studio at home here, I've got this tripod set up all the time. I've always got a camera that's able to go onto the tripod attachment. I've got my mic always charged, the mic connected to the camera. So it's really a matter of, if I'm working at my desk, I can just literally turn around, push record on the camera, and I can have a video recorded quite easily. So that's kind of the tips I have for starting out a quick little YouTube channel. The most important thing, you don't need a fancy camera. Invest the money at first, invest a little bit of money in a better microphone, and your channel will sound a lot better, and that means your viewers will actually watch your channel a lot more when you have better sound. There's nothing worse than watching a video on YouTube. Everybody's probably watched one. Looks great, then the sound comes on and you've got your headphones on and it sounds terrible, and you are clicking out and not even watching the rest of it. So invest a little bit in the microphone, make sure you get a tripod, don't spend a ton of money on a camera. And the best suggestion after that is just turn on the camera and start to record. Your videos will be terrible. Some of my past ones are terrible. Some of my new ones aren't the greatest either, but it's just getting out there, getting comfortable in front of the camera, and it just takes a little bit of time to be confident enough. But I think if you have a basic setup and you're ready to go, that's the biggest hurdle, having it set up. But once you have your little setup, it's easy to turn your camera on, get your microphone connected, and post your video. That's all I can kind of recommend, is just to do it and not worry about the gear so much. Just get the basics and hit record and hit publish. In regards to that, in terms of editing, you don't need to go crazy on a computer for editing. I have a Mac here. I use an old Mac laptop and iMovie normally on my videos for editing. I don't go crazy with editing with a crazy software. iMovie is included on the Mac for free. Some of my videos I also will edit on an iPad. It's quite handy as well, but I don't go crazy, so you don't need to spend a lot of money on editing software. If you are actually filming your videos on your phone, there's some great free apps that you can use for editing it right on your phone, and then you can actually post it right to YouTube if you're posting them to YouTube right from your phone, and you don't even have to put any video or anything export to your computer. It just kind of does it all automatically. So pretty simple. If you're able to go and have a bit of a script like this video was, is you can basically have very little editing. All I'm going to be doing now, if you're watching this video, you've watched it all the way through, I basically took one take and I added in a few clips of some B-roll footage and then hit export into YouTube, and you're basically watching it now. So hopefully that helped. A bit of a longer video today. If you're here this long, thanks for watching. If you have any questions on any of this gear, I will kind of leave a link down in the description to Amazon, so you can find some of these products on Amazon if you're looking for certain things. But if you have a certain question about anything I talked about, let me know in the comments. I will answer it for you and do my best to help you with your YouTube channel. If you're not subscribed to this channel, please consider subscribing. We'll do more videos like this. If everybody likes it, give me a thumbs up, and we'll we'll carry on with maybe a bit more in depth in certain items that I talked about in this channel and in this video. So thanks for joining me. That was it. That's what I want to talk about. Hopefully that helped, and you can watch my past video right now.